everyone, this is a flow that I've been sharing throughout the summer, and it's a light flow that opens the hips, at the same time makes us feel grounded. So it's for those days where you want to move and still get some energy into your body, but without exhausting yourself. So finding that balance between effort and ease. So we'll get started just with a few minutes to center ourselves and a short meditation, and then we'll get moving. So find a comfortable position on your back actually. So we'll start laying down on our backs. You can have soles of the feet together and knees open like this. You can have feet wide and knees knocking in towards each other. It's up to you. I invite you to close your eyes and then start by placing your hands on your body, one at the stomach and one at the lower belly, and start to take deep breaths in and out of the belly area. Filling up the belly and the chest, allowing the breath to bring a sense of focus and a sense of calm into your body. And noticing what is present for you today, what kind of thoughts are populating your mind. Welcoming yourself exactly as you are without trying to change anything. Finding a good rhythm of breath, maybe using Ujjayi breathing as you inhale, expanding the belly and the chest. As you exhale, drawing the belly in towards the back of the spine. On your next inhale, stretch your arms straight, your legs straight, lengthening from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. And then draw the right knee into the chest, lift your head and give your knee a little kiss. You can actually give it a kiss. Stretch the arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, left knee comes in, give it a little kiss. And again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, right knee into the chest, pull the belly in and keep the chin tucked in. And then I'll release the head but keep the hands onto your knee. Right hand onto the knee, left hand onto your hip, and start to draw circles with that right knee, moving slowly. And then moving arms up above the head and carry on moving that right knee into a big circle. We'll start slowly and then we'll gradually build up. So we're going to come here into a supine tree pose. So bring the right foot on the inside of the left leg and let the right knee drop out to the side. So you can also do this with right foot over the left ankle and opening. For me, that feels less nice than being in tree pose on my back. And take 5 deep breaths here. Bring the right knee into the chest. Again, lift the head and this time stretch the arms over the front of the room or the front of your mat. Maybe take the left foot off the ground as well here. Maybe left knee slightly bent. Hold it for 3. Using your belly to keep you up. For 2. And for 1. Release the head back down, right leg back down, bring the left knee into the chest, lifting your head first, bringing it back down. And now keep the left hand onto the right knee, right hand onto the hip, draw a few circles with the left knee. And change direction. Bringing the arms over the head now, drawing circles actively, maybe even straightening the leg all the way. You might hear a clunk in the background, that's my hip. And that's normal if it happens. Let's bring the left foot inside of the right thigh, the supine tree pose, or left foot above the right knee. Stay here for 5 deep breaths. And now bring the left knee back into center, squeeze it in, inhale. As you exhale, lift the head, bring your forehead as close as you can to your left knee, then reach the arms forward, engaging the core, maybe right leg lifts either straight or slightly bent, and hold it here for 3. Pulling the belly in for 2, for 1. Both knees into your chest, hug them in, rocking side to side. You can release the head back onto the ground. Always keeping that connection to your breath. And then bring the hands behind the knees, rock backwards and forwards, again using your core to help you rock backwards and forwards until you then come into a seated position, nice and slow. Bring your hands onto your knees, a little distance between the heels and your sits bones. As you inhale, open the knees wide, push the chest forward and look up. Exhale, lean back, chin to chest and pull your belly in. And then again, inhale to open, come forward. Exhale, lean back, chin to the chest. And again, inhale, open. Exhale, round. And last time, breathe in to open here. And exhale, round. From here, take the arms off the feet, off the knees rather. Take the feet off the ground, boat pose, legs straight or legs bent. Hold here for 1 inhale. And then exhale. From here, cross your ankles, roll over onto the knees and the hands, releasing the legs behind you for tabletop position. Spread the fingers wide open and we begin by moving into cat and cow. So as you inhale, drop the belly, open the chest and look up. Exhale, round, pull the belly in, moving slowly, feeling the whole of the spine moving gradually. And then inhale to open forward again. Slowly moving forward. Exhale, round, pull your belly in. Use your breath to guide your movement. Again, breathe in to open. Exhale to round. Next time you inhale, open the chest forward. And then as you exhale, untuck the toes and sit back towards your heels. On your next inhale, round forward again. Exhale, tilt the sit bones up and glide back towards child's pose. Use your breath here again to guide the movement and make it slow. Ripple the spine forward as you inhale. And sit slowly back, arching as you exhale. Or just one more like this, breathing in and out. Starting now to move through the sides of the body, moving towards one side, then the other. Moving in a circle. Switch in direction. And then from here, coming down onto the belly, slowly, all the way down. Widen the feet and press the toenails onto the ground, lower belly onto the ground. And then as you inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, lift the hands. Exhale, lower back down. Any of those three you can stay with. So maybe you just lift the head, maybe you're going to lift the chest, maybe you also lift the hands. And bring yourself back down. One more time like this. Inhale, lift everything slowly off the ground. Exhale, stay. And take another inhale. See if you can lift a little bit more. Exhale, hands down. Press yourself up and into downward dog this time. Sending the hips high. Bend one knee at a time, pedaling through the heels. Stretch the back of your body. On your next inhale, round forward, come into plank pose. Exhale, soften the knees, tilt the sit bones up and glide back to downward dog. You can, if you want to, round forward into plank as you breathe in, and then maybe bring the knees down to glide back to downward dog. That's another option. Let's do one more. And exhale back. On your next inhale, reach the right leg up. Bend the right knee, open the hip, and let yourself look underneath the right shoulder. Then square the hip here. Extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, right knee to nose, shift forward. Breathe in, the right leg goes up. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, place the right foot between the hands and lower the back knee down nice and slow. I'm just going to pivot around so you get an idea of what we're doing. You can keep the back toes tucked or untucked. Bring the hands onto your right knee. Toe through your upper part of the body, and then we reach the arms up into low lunge. Big inhale. Exhale. Opening through the chest here rather than collapsing in the lower back. Take the left hand down now and circle the right arm forward, back and up. And then from here, roll onto the outer edge of the right foot, sinking a little deeper, opening the outer part of the hip. Take the right hand towards the back of the mat as you breathe in. Exhale, right arm forward and down in front of the mat. Inhale, take that right arm back. Exhale, right arm forward and down. Inhale, reach that right arm all the way back. Exhale, forward and down. Plant the hands. Lift the back knee off the ground. Slowly point the right toes up. Step back into downward dog. Take one inhale in downward dog. And exhale. On your next inhale, shift forward into plank pose. Exhale, lower down chaturanga, knees down first, elbows bent. Untuck your toes, breathe in to open the chest into a mini cobra or maybe going higher. Exhale, chin to chest, downward facing dog.
Reach the left leg high here as you breathe in. Bend the left knee and open the hip. Allow yourself to look underneath the left shoulder. Then square the hip. Reach up with that left leg. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to nose. Come forward into a rounded plank. Breathe in, take the left leg up. Exhale, left knee to the nose. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to nose, slowly. Step left foot next to left hand. Lower the back knee down. Place your hands onto your left leg. And on your next inhale, reach the arms up, low lunge. Exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper. Stay connected to your breath. And now from here, reach the right hand down as you take the left arm back and up. Pivot onto the outer edge of the left foot, point the left toes out to the side to open the hip. And then take the left hand back, inhale. Exhale, left arm forward and in front of the mat. Breathe in, take the left arm back, open circle. Exhale, left arm over. Last time, inhale, take the left arm back, moving slowly. Exhale, left arm over the head and down inside of that left foot. Plant the left foot now, lift the back knee off the ground. Inhale here. Exhale, stretch the left leg to straight, step back into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, chaturanga of your choice, lower down. Untuck the toes. Breathe in to open the chest, moving slowly, mindfully. Exhale, sit back towards the heels into child's pose. Just taking a moment to see how the movement felt in your body so far. What kind of information is your body sharing with you that you may need to pay attention to? And let's come forward onto downward dog again. And this time we're going to step the feet to the front of the mat, coming all the way to a forward fold. Soften the knees, lift halfway as you breathe in, fold again as you breathe out. Sit back and come up into a chair pose as you inhale. And exhale, take the arms behind you like wings. And use the legs a little bit like a spring. They kind of go towards straight, and then as you inhale, they bend, reach the arms up. Exhale, chest to thighs, arms behind you like wings. Breathe in again, arms up. Exhale, arms behind. And from here, roll up to standing. Come all the way up. And roll the shoulders back. Readjust clothing, whatever you need to do. Mountain pose, Savasana, finding a moment of stability here, coming at the front of the mat. We'll move through 3 slow sun salutations. So when you're ready, I haven't got space to bring my arms wide, but feel free to do that. So I will bring my arms forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back into plank. You can skip this and go straight into downward dog if you have less energy today. Shift forward, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, open into your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and an exhale here. Look between your hands, lift the heels, and either step or hop the feet to the hands as you exhale. Lift halfway, Fold again. Bend your knees, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart, straighten the legs. And again, we go with arms up as you breathe in. Fold over your legs as you breathe out. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step or maybe hop back into plank. Chaturanga, lower down. Untuck the toes, inhale to open. Exhale, downward facing dog. One inhale here. And exhale. Look between the hands, inhale. Exhale, step or jump your feet then. Lifting halfway. Folding again. Press down into the feet. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to hop. Last one, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Moving slowly, remember. Halfway lift, breathing in. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, or perhaps upward dog, lifting the knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's bring the knees down, sitting back for a moment to take, you can be in child's pose, you could be sitting up like this. Take a moment to notice, closing your eyes. The more we move, the more energy shifts in the body, the more we feel different things. So just let whatever needs to come up for you. And it's not about forcing anything. If you feel nothing, you feel nothing. If there's a lot there, allow yourself to feel one thing at a time. Without judgment, without expectations. Just enjoying this process of moving, shifting things, moving your body in a joyful, easeful way. I don't know if that's a word. So let's come back into downward dog when you're ready. Feel free to pause and stay there longer. So, we're going to bring the feet all the way to the hands. Tippy toes. Knees bent, come up, chair pose. Hands to heart. So we'll now come into our main flow. We'll do it slowly first, and then we'll do it one more time all together. So let's sit back in chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, arms behind you like wings. And inhale, rise up to standing. Now the right knee comes in with you. And then as you exhale, soften the left knee and draw circles with the right knee. 1, 2, and 3. Bring it back up, inhale. Exhale, right ankle above the left thigh, and you can have the hands onto the shin or palms of the hands together and elbows down towards the shin. We're opening the hips, so give yourself time here, a couple more breaths. Slowly come up to standing, right knee to the chest, reach the arms up. Exhale, arms behind you like wings as the right leg goes behind you for airplane. Try and square the hips with the ground. Inhale here. Exhale. You can always do this with hands onto your left thigh. We're going to slowly bend the left leg and step the right toes at the back of the mat. Lower your back knee onto the floor. We're coming into low lunge. Actually, keep the back toes tucked under. There's a reason for this now. We'll reach the arms up. Low lunge. Inhale. Then as you exhale, the right hand down. Left arm reaches back and up towards the ceiling. So we come into a twisted lunge. And as you inhale, low lunge, reach the arms up. We'll repeat this 2 more times. Exhale, right hand down, left arm reaches back and up. And one more time, inhale, move slowly. Exhale, twisted lunge. From here, you're strong into the right hand. We're going to roll onto the outer edges of the feet, so watch what happens. If you're a little bit tighter in the hips, this foot is going to have to come more towards the middle of the mat. So we're going to roll onto the outer edges. Maybe this left foot comes more towards the middle. Okay, so then from here, it's like a modified side plank. Make sure that you're not collapsing through the knee or the ankle here. Bring the hips to touch the ground almost. Left hand back, inhale. Exhale, press down and lift, creating a rainbow shape with your body. And then again, inhale, back down. Exhale, lift. You can have the left foot fully flat if it helps. This is as much effort as we're going to do today. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. And then plonk the bum all the way down. Now here, the left hand is going to come behind us, so we'll find ourselves facing the back of the mat. Left foot walks in so that we're in this triangle shape in our legs again, or figure 4. Where the left ankle is just above the right knee. Both hands behind. Lean back to bend the bottom leg, placing the right foot as close as you can to the right heel, but I actually like to place it about, a little bit further away from your bum. So, because we need the power of the right foot. From here, we're going to inhale to lift the bum, feeling that stretch in the left hip intensify. Exhale, lower down. And inhale to lift the bum. Exhale, lower down. And last time, lift. Lower down. From here, straighten the bottom leg, which is your right one. Left foot outside of the right knee. Take the right arm up as you breathe in. Twist with the breath out. So you're twisting towards your left hip, towards the front of the mat again. Hold it here for a few breaths. Coming back to center, facing the back of the mat. Untangle the left foot, so the left foot is on the mat like this now. Right hand towards the top of the mat, towards the front of the mat. Reach up with the left hand and lift into a wild thing. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, come into one leg downward dog. Left leg is lifted, reaching that left leg up. Breathe in. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Slowly step left foot next to the left hand. Come onto fingertips. Lengthen the spine forward. And exhale. Taking another breath in this lizard lunge. And then step right foot next to right hand. Sinking into a little squat. Palms of our hands together. Inhale. Exhale. Place the hands down, straighten the legs, come into a forward fold. Softening the knees. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, hands to up. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side now. So starting from chair pose, breathe in, sit back. Exhale, chest to thighs, arms behind. Inhale, come up to standing this time, left knee comes in with you. And as you exhale, open the arms wide, bend the standing leg and draw circles with that left knee out. So 1, 2, and 3. And as you bring it back, inhale. Exhale, left ankle above right thigh, hands to shin or palms together and elbows to shin.
standing pigeon. Bring yourself back up now, left knee into the chest. Take the left leg back, arms wide. You can help yourself with hands onto the right thigh to slowly bend the right knee. As slow as you can, step the left foot down. Lower the back knee down, come into low lunge. Exhale here a moment, keeping the back toes tucked under because we're coming into that twisted lunge. So breathe in here. Breathe out, left hand down, right arm back and up as you lift the back knee. And breathe in again into low lunge. Exhale, twisted lunge. Inhale back with both arms reaching up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up. From here into that modified side plank. So I actually like to just bring my left hand a little further forward so that it's easier to pivot onto the outer edges of the feet and heel toe the right foot towards the middle of the mat. Take the back hand towards the front and then dip the hips down. Exhale, push up. And again, inhale down. Exhale, push up. Creating a rainbow with your spine. Breathe in, push down. Oh, hover off the ground. Exhale, push up. And then from here, bring the left hip down. Bring the right hand behind you so you naturally unravel. You're basically just following the direction of your body. Naturally unravel with the right ankle above the left thigh. And both hands are coming behind us. Don't readjust actually on the mat. You kind of have to just for like space, but if you have space, don't readjust because it all makes sense once we go back. So bend the bottom knee and plant the left foot down. And then from here, we're going to inhale to lift the bum. Exhale to lower down. Lift the bum again as you inhale. Lower down as you exhale. Last time. Lower down. Straighten the left leg, right foot outside of the left knee, right hand behind you. Reach the left arm up and twist. Look behind the right shoulder. Keep the bottom leg active here. Coming back to center, both hands behind you again. Untangle the right foot, place it on the inside of the left leg now. And we're going to twist towards the left to plant the left hand towards the left upper corner of the mat. Lift up into wild thing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right hand down. One leg downward dog. Reaching the right leg up as you breathe in. Exhale, right knee to right elbow, step, right foot next to the right hand. Come onto the fingertips. 2 breaths here, or 2 more. In and out, nice and slow. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. And now step the left foot outside of the left hand, coming down into a squat, palms over hands together, lengthening through the spine. Nice. From here, we're going to straighten the legs, come to a forward fold, lift halfway, fold again. Press down into the feet and rise up. And hands to heart.
So if the flow felt confusing or hard, I would suggest maybe you pause the video now and do it one more time slowly before we put it all together and do it in one flow. And the idea is to actually find flow in the sense that we're not thinking about one pose and then the other. We are just moving one bit at a time, linking everything together with our breath. So let's begin, and I'll remove the fluff, I call it, just everything around it, all the nice bits and the repetitions. So let's sit back into that chair pose. Breathe in. Arms behind you like wings as you breathe out. And as you inhale, now take the right knee into the chest. We're moving slow. Exhale, arms wide. 1. Rotation of the hip. 2. And then 3. Bring the right knee back. Exhale, Savasana. Standing pigeon. 1 inhale. And exhale. Bring the right knee to chest, arms up as you breathe in. Exhale, arms behind you like wings. So we're going into warrior 3. Slowly bend the standing leg, find the floor with the right toes. Place the back knee down, low lunge. Breathing in. Exhale, right hand down, left arm back and up. Lift. From here, take an inhale. Exhale, going into that modified side plank. And we'll just dip the hips down once. Inhale. Exhale, lift up. And inhale, bring the right hip all the way down. And bring the hands behind you. Left ankle above right knee. Coming into seated position here. And outside, good timing, big collection. So I apologize if you hear all that. So, challenges of yoga when we have to actually keep focused when it's hard to keep focused. So here we go. Let's lift up as we inhale. Bring the hips back down. Stretch the right leg to straight, left foot next to the right leg. Twist, breathe in. Breathe out, right elbow to left knee and look behind you. Coming out of this. Right hand behind, left foot unravels. Right hand towards the right upper corner of the mat. Lift up. Exhale, left hand down, left knee reaches up or straightens left foot up. Maybe take a little hop if you need to shorten. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Step left foot next to left hand, lizard lunge. Maybe come onto fingertips to make the stance a little longer. Breathe in here. Breathe out, step right foot next to right hand, come down into a squat. This time reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, bring yourself up as if you're pushing the earth away from you. And then point the toes forward. On your next inhale, chair pose. Exhale, arms behind. Inhale, left knee to chest. Arms up. Exhale, open the arms wide. 3 circles back. 1, 2, and 3. Left knee back towards the center. Left ankle above right thigh. Hands to shake. Maybe palms of the hands together. And then bring the left knee to the chest on your next inhale. Exhale, slow motion back into warrior 3. Step the left toes at the back of the mat. Lower the back knee down, low lunge, inhale. Exhale, twisted lunge, left hand down, right arm reaches up. Breathing in. Exhale into modified side plank. Dip the hip, inhale. Exhale, lift up. This time place the left hip all of the way onto the floor. Right hand behind you, seated figure 4, palms of the hands behind you, bend the bottom knee, take an inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Stretch the left leg straight, right foot outside left knee, reach the left arm up. Exhale, twist here, looking behind the right shoulder. Coming back to center, untwisting and going all the way back, facing the front. Left hand at the left upper corner of the mat. Unravel the right foot. Press down through both legs to lift up. Wild thing. Exhale, right hand down, right knee up or right leg up. Take an inhale here. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Slowly step right foot next to the right hand. And then left foot next to the left hand. Coming down into a squat. Breathe in here. And breathe out. Using your hands behind you, or maybe just using your core, bring your bum down. And feet together. Knees together, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, begin to round and lower down all the way for 5. Try and do it slow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your arms wide, take a moment here, breathing easily. And bring the feet a little closer to your heels, little bridge pose, hands by your side, lift up, chin to chest. Maybe interlace the hands behind your back. Slowly now, lower the hips all the way back down. Take the right ankle above the left thigh, arms wide, windshield wipe the knees from side to side. Massaging your lower back and your hips. Drop the right foot to the ground, keeping the figure 4. We're coming into this twist. You can bring the legs further up. You can take your left hand to the right shin and bring it further in towards you. Slow your breath down. Coming back to center. And take the right foot down. Left ankle above the right thigh. Windshield wipe legs side to side from this position first. And place the left foot on the mat. Adjust the stance as you feel you need. Surrendering here to the stretch, breathing easily. Bring the legs back. Untangle the legs. Both knees are coming into the chest now. You can rock from side to side. grab the soles of the feet with your hands or your ankles or the back of your knees, bringing the knees wide towards the armpits like a reverse squat. Happy baby. And when you're ready, come into your Savasana position, whether it's knees bent and knees knocking in towards each other, or arms wide and feet to the corner of the mat, traditional Savasana. Let's take a moment to get fidgets out of the way, making sure you're comfortable. And let's take one last deep inhale. Hold at the top. Exhale it out. Let your breathing return to normal now. Enjoying the peace and the quiet, the stillness. And still being present with any sensations in your body that have been reawakened or created by the practice. Just letting your body relax just for a few more moments. And when you're ready, start to take deeper breaths. Start to move your body little by little, wiggling fingers and toes. And taking any other stretch, any other movement that feels necessary at this stage. When you're ready, taking your time to make your way up into a seated position. Keeping your eyes closed for a moment. Coming back to this sense of connection towards ourselves before we go out into the world again. Extending gratitude to the practice and to yourselves for taking this time to connect, to give this time to yourself. And placing the palms of the hands together. Bow your head down. Namaste. Thanks for joining me today. Have a beautiful rest of your day.